I'm very proud of our group and what they did on the floor today. And it was, I know it's a cliche, but it was a total team win. We had a lot of people step up. We hadn't been getting production out of some other folks, and we did get production. I thought, I looked up halfway through the second quarter, and we had 3 freshmen out on the floor. And they held their own, and for being in the first Bedlam game, I thought they did a great job. Tasha Jones and Gentry Holt did a good job defending, and Carly Wheeler and Tasha both hit a pair of trays that helped us build on the lead. We've guarded pretty well all year long, and we fouled a lot at the end, but for the most part, to hold Oklahoma to 42, I'm very proud of our defensive effort. And, you know, 4 games, you throw Texas out of the equation, 4 games we'd held people to 47.2 points, and we're 2-2 out of that. So we weren't very efficient offensively, and some people stepped up and played other than Brittany Martin today. So that was a big plus, and hopefully we can build on that.
Coach, the three-point shooting was a lot better than it has been in the past couple of games. Was it part of your game plan coming in, or whenever they started hitting them, you just started to kind of roll with it?
You know, we kind of this week have taken the philosophy, some of you are hesitant, you're cautious, you're playing passive, cut it loose and let's see what happens. You know, there's a reason why you were here, there was a reason why you were recruited here, so quit playing with any fear, quit playing not to make mistakes. At K-State the other night, they made plays at the end, but we were playing not to lose instead of playing to win. And I thought today we played to win.
Seemed like early in the game, your transition offense was running really nice, using turnovers to spur some early scoring spurts. How important was that to establish that early against a team like that?
Well, it was crucial, because if you look at that stat at the bottom where we scored 27 points off of their 26 turnovers, that's been the flip side of that for us in a lot of our games this year. You look up and we're giving people 25, 27 points off of our miscues. It's just not conducive to winning. So we did a good job of using our defense today to create some offense, and thought we did a good job of getting back and transition basketball as well. That's what they do well. It's showing here that they had 0 points, fast break points, and I think that's what they do well. And I thought our kids were attuned to the scout and ran some of their 3 shooters off of that. But, you know, it's one game. We'll see how we handle Prosperity.
Brittany was in here earlier talking about how some of those OU losses last year weighed on her heavily because she didn't have her best performance. So to see her come out and to have the stat line she did, I mean, she kind of did it all tonight.
You know, she did, and she remembers in here last year, she really struggled here, and I think we lost by 9 or 10 in here last year, and she probably had one of her worst games of the year. But, you know, there's reasons people have bad games sometimes. Somebody does a good job guarding you, so give people credit on that. But I thought we did a good job attacking their half-court trap, getting people to the right spots, reversing the basketball. I just really liked our preparation, and today at the shoot-around, our kids had a different look in their eye than they've had in the past. So hopefully we'll mature on this. We're still extremely, extremely young, and I know there's going to be some growing pains, but it gave a little bit of hope today that if we play like we're capable of, we can be very competitive in this league.
Coach, you mentioned that look in their eye, and they had that before Baylor, they said as well. Is there any way you can kind of get them to have that before every game, motivate them?
You know, if I could put that in a can and can it, I'd love to do that. I'm still trying to figure that out sometime, what pushes young ladies' buttons sometimes to get them to play like that. But we've played, a constant for us is we've played pretty good defense all year long, and we continue to do that tonight. But we hadn't finished games, and they were determined tonight to finish the game.
Speaking of defense, OU had 25 turnovers in their last game against Kansas State, and you forced 26 today. Was it just part of your game plan just to force them in tough situations?
Well, we wanted to guard and not make anything easy for them and not give them any when they get going in transition, they're really special. The way they shoot the basketball, and they can score at 5 different positions. So we just wanted to run some people off of three-point shots, and we wanted to guard at the post. Kaylee got in quick foul trouble. We knew that they were going to go right at Kaylee Jensen, and Gentry Holt came in and kind of held the fort down for a while, and we didn't lose anything. She didn't produce much offensively, but I thought she did a real nice job on the defensive end of the floor.
Was this one of the best crowd atmospheres you guys have had this year?
I don't think there's any question that if we get 4,000 people in like we had today, this place is loud. The fans were very excited about it. Our kids get fueled by things like this. It was the same way against the Baylor in the Baylor win. So, I give a big tip of the cap to our fans for energizing our kids.
Brittany had 1,500 points today, 900 rebounds, and 300 steals. Is she one of the more well-rounded players you've had in your entire career?
Absolutely. I mean, just a special talent, and she's grown into a great leader for this team. Our kids respect her. She's become a very good practice player. But you stop, and those are staggering numbers in this conference. 1,500 points, 900 rebounds, and she's got a high total in steals as well, so complete player. Thought she did a great job today defensively. Her assignment a lot of the game was on Peyton Little, and she did a good job of holding her, but Britt's mom was in from Utah today, so that made it special for her as well.
She brings a lot of consistency to this team as well. How big of a factor is that?
That's what we were searching for. It's ironic that you say consistency. 2 things that we've been looking for in our group over the last couple of weeks is confidence and consistency, and she's been pretty symbolic of that ever since she's been here.
Talk about confidence. How much does that help, just winning a Bedlam game like that and having so much fun? They both talk about how much fun they had in here a minute ago. I think Brittany said it was her second favorite one, just to have that going forward.
What was her favorite? Yeah, okay. It's important to keep it in perspective on that. It was a lot of fun. We're going to enjoy this today, but now you got Iowa State coming back in here. You can't pat yourself on your back very long in this league, the way this league is. But we'll enjoy this today. It was a lot of fun. I'm glad our kids had a good time. And hopefully our kids see if we play as a unit and share the basketball and continue to defend, good things can happen for us.
Anything else? Thank you all.
Thank you, guys.
Wow. That's got some wow to it.
That's about it. I'm telling you.
You guys eating something special for breakfast that made you hit all those today? Or
You know.
what's up with that? I mean, when you look at your 3-point numbers today, I mean, what does it make you think?
That we've been
Did
getting
we
in the
practice?
gym.
Like, yeah.
Did we practice on our own? Did we actually start shooting with not in practice? I can't say for everybody else, but it looks like we're doing something on our own, which is good. It's really good.
This was one where you guys really led from the start. I think there was 2 minutes left in the first quarter, and there was a block that led to a transition 3, and everything just started to roll for you. Did you feel that momentum carry as the game went on?
I did, and especially in this game, I wasn't letting any momentum go down. I think that it kind of felt like a little bit like the Baylor game, like we had the attitude again that we haven't seen all year except for the Baylor game. So I don't know why we can't have that every game, but these important games that are important to us, we really seem to come out with that attitude and with the energy.
Did the K-State loss have anything to do with that attitude?
I think a little bit. We kind of had a chip on our shoulder during this game because we felt like we should have had that one.
And so you.
And it's OU, obviously, yeah. And so, we wanted this one really bad, and I think that was the main thing, was that, our passion during this game.
Brittany, Sydney had some really good minutes tonight. Do you think that, because it's the second game in a row, that she has that 2-guard position locked up, that, it's been a rotating door all year?
You know, I'd like to think so. She really showed what she can do tonight, and she really helped us a lot. So, I mean, you never know with Coach Littell. He likes to rotate people out, and he keeps on saying, you know, don't be satisfied. You know, you really gotta work. And I think that in practice, if she continues to shoot like she is and play hard, then I think that spot's hers to take.
You had some really good minutes, you know, also with Latasha out there and Gentry and Carly. So do you think you could see more of that lineup, you know, in games to come?
I mean, everyone on the bench can help us, which is really cool. So I think in certain situations, like Kaylee and Mandy being in foul trouble, which seems to happen a lot lately, Tosh and Gentry really have to step up, and I think they really take that place well. They come in and play as hard as they can, and that's all we need them to do.
Yeah, we got those 2 fouls early on in the first quarter. You had to sit out pretty much the whole first half. You came out in the second half. What was, you know, what were you feeling at halftime whenever you're like just coming out of the locker room?
You know, I was really happy for like the team as a whole because they were doing a great job, and I was really proud of the freshmen for coming in and stepping up. And so during the second half, I really wanted to show how passionate I was. Since they were helping us so much, I wanted to show that too in the second half. So I think that's why I was so fired up for the second half.
Brittany, you reached 1,500 points today. Were you kind of aware of that mark heading into the game?
No, I did not know that. Cool. Yeah, I didn't know that. That's kind of a lot of points. Cool.
Personally, I mean, your last home Bedlam you had, I think you went 0 for 11 in a really tough shooting night. You come out tonight with 15 and your line that you had.
Yeah.
Do you even think about that last game coming into this one? Is it so far removed? Or when you took the floor, did you maybe think, like, you know, the last time that we had OU here, I didn't play so great?
Yeah, I think I embarrassed myself both OU games last year. So, I mean, I didn't really practice on my own as much as I should have last year, and it obviously it showed. But this year I kind of just made it like, you know, I got to go to the gym. I had to go to the gym yesterday. I went there twice yesterday. I went this morning. So I think that I did not want to embarrass myself again. And obviously I needed to score today. So I think, yeah, the games really kind of dwelled on me from last year because it wasn't good for me at all.
Was this the best that your team has played in transition this year with how you guys were able to move the ball up the floor quickly? And you had all those threes you made. I mean, so many of them are wide open with just a couple quick passes.
Yeah, and I think that Coach Littell has emphasized that all year. We need to reverse the ball instead of, you know, just one passing inside, one passing shot. I think when we get everybody involved, we score really easy, and we get open shots like that.
How much fun was that out there today?
I can't even explain it, especially
That
for me
was
because
huge.
I'm a senior and I want to win every game here, especially. So yeah, it was huge. It was really fun.
It seemed like the crowd was a factor at times too.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I wish they could go everywhere with us, help us a little bit.
Everywhere.
Where does this game rank in just your whole career here?
I'd have to say number 2 because Baylor was number 1 this year. Because
That was
I've beat Baylor since I've been here, and we get smacked by them, so that was number 1 for me. But yeah, number 2, I'd have to say.
You mentioned you wish you could have the same attitude every week. I mean, what is it going to take to find that consistency to where you guys are moving forward and playing with that same type of energy?
I think just making every game important to us, and because you can really tell the Baylor game was important to us, and the OU game was really important to us, and those are the only games that we've had the attitude. So I think if we make every game important, I think that we're going to be hard to beat. I think.
Well, you had 25 turnovers in their last game, and you forced 26 tonight. It just seemed like some of those plays looked like easy steals, easy blocks. Did it feel like that out there to y'all?
No, easy.
Some of it looked easy. A lot of it.
Some of it felt easy.
Maybe some, but I don't know. Like, it's hard for me to do stuff
Maybe it's
like
different
that.
because post play, guard play.
She's got the feet. I don't. So.
Yeah, so I guess at points when they're getting frustrated, I think that's when defense is easy.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think nothing. They didn't really give us anything too easy tonight.
Right.
But
Kaylee, you had 9 free throw attempts, you made 7. Is that an emphasis for you to try to get to the line?
Yeah, it is, and then it's especially an emphasis for me to actually make them because they don't help my team if I'm missing them. So I've been spending a lot of time like shooting extra free throws and after practice and coming into the gym and doing that by myself so that I can add more points to the scoreboard on that when I go to the line.
Kaylee, what do you think of Gentry's performance, especially the first half?
She did a great job, and I was really happy. When I came out off that floor, I was like, oh my gosh, I can't believe I just did that. I'm going to let my team down. But she came in, she stepped up, she took 2 charges. I was so proud. And so it was awesome to see that. And I think that really got our bench fired up, our crowd fired up, and it helped us out a lot.
Anything else? Thanks, ladies.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks.